What is going on, my dudes? It's another day of the quarantine, but now it's hot as balls. My name is Alejandro, and let's talk about cars. You now hit it, Ivan! In today's episode of Let's Talk About Cars, I want to talk about the Ferrari f40 and also car lovers. And the reason why I want to talk about car lovers is because there's so many kind of car aficionados, car fanatics, car nuts, if you will, from the people that buy the cars, people that sell them, people that fix them, people that make videos on them, people that just like to collect Legos. Like any of those people, anybody that has a passion for cars, I respect and admire and relate to, because I have the same problem as you guys. So in my off time during this quarantine, of course, I've been reading a lot of car news, because that's what you gotta do when you're during quarantine, right? So obviously reading the car news, I came across a really great story. And this story is about a guy that's looking for an f40. And his name is Rosa. And he seems to be a British bloke, if you will, or a British lad with an incredible taste in cars. He's one of those guys that likes to challenge himself. So he's got a garage full of Ferraris. He's got 4 Ferraris that were restored. And some really interesting examples. And what I like the most about his story is they all have a story. They all have an awesome story that he can tell to basically anyone, and people will be like, holy crap, I can't believe you did that. He likes to build and fix himself, kind of like what Tavares does or Avi does. And I love it. So I came across this video because his dream, Ratatari's dream, is to get a Ferrari f40. And at least he set up a goal in the next 10 years to get one for his channel and for himself, because he legitimately adores the brand, and that's his favorite Ferrari of all time. As you all know, the Ferrari f40 is the Ferrari that was the most mass-produced in the world in the history of those hypercars by Ferrari. They made about 1,300 of those cars compared to less than 500 of any other, whether you're talking about the 288 GTO, the F50, the LaFerrari, the Enzo. So they made less than 500 in all of them, except in the F40. And also the only one that's twin turbo with a V8, it's the F40. In a lot of people's mind, the F40 is one of the most special and greatest looking cars that Ferrari has ever made. And of course, Rosa, he's trying to get one. And he was really close to get one at some point. I can relate to that, because he was like looking on the market, and he was ready to pull the move. Someone just dipped underneath him and basically pulled the rug out of him and took the car from him. But right now he's found another hole, another opening that's there for him to take a shot. And this is where I want to hopefully help a little bit and see what we can do. He found in Iraq an F40 that's abandoned. And then it turned out to be Saddam Hussein's son's, Uday Hussein's F40. I don't know if you guys know, but they were very rich and powerful. And in early 2000s, Uday, which is Saddam's son, used to have about 1,000 cars in his possession. And that came in a report by I think it was in Time magazine, where they talked about it. And when the war started with the US, Uday decided, you know what, fuck that. Instead of letting anybody take my cars, just burn them down. That's his thing. And a few of those cars survived. And he had some crazy, incredible cars, by the way, some really rare ones, like pink Ferraris and shit that you've never seen. But one of those cars is an F40 that's been spotted in Iraq on and off, and it looks like it hasn't been moved more than 2 times from location to location. And by reading all the comments, there seems to be that it seems that the car was parked somewhere. Someone had gotten the car, the owner of a body shop bought the car 6 months ago, and then he died. So now the car is again not fixed, and it's missing a lot of parts, it's missing its turbos, it's missing hoses everywhere. So it's not only about buying this car super cheap, it's also that Rosa is gonna have to redo the whole car. And I'm here to offer $1,000 to anyone that help us really get to the car and makes a direct connection for us to be able to find the car for Rosa, which I would love nothing more than to watch the whole build in his channel. And by the way, if you have any information on the Ferrari, please go to salamandrian.com. There's gonna be a link down here to the original post here. And on the comments, let us know if you found the car or anything, so that we can verify the information and decide who gave it to us first if we find it, so that you can help us find this car for Rosa, so that he can make his dream come a reality and we can have some fun and also be proud that we helped someone see his dream come true. My guys, it's a pleasure. My name is Alejandro again. I love you. Take care. And we just talked about cars. See you soon.